Hello there guys and welcome back to a brand new video. So today is going to be the first Q&A. Apologies for taking me so long to get this out. But basically a couple of weeks ago I asked you guys to ask me some questions on my community tab. Finally going to answer some. Just in case for next time as well, if you have a question that you want me to answer in the next Q&A, which will be in a few weeks time, just drop them in the comments below as well for me to go and come back and kind of take a look at them in a few weeks time and answer them. But starting off, we have Saints. His question is, why you trash, bro? Well, I don't know what to say, to be honest. You know, it's just, I do my best, but it's not good enough sometimes. But yeah, thanks for that, Saints. I appreciate that, buddy. Then we've got Felix Krim. He says, have you ever eaten a booger? I mean, if you haven't eaten a so-called booger, then what kind of child were you? You know, like everyone's done it. So in short, yes. And then we got Fire Blue Gaming. He's got a few questions here for me. So he says, what do you think of me? I think you're a very nice guy. You know, you've helped me out. You've been really supportive over the last few years. So I honestly can't thank you enough. You're a great dude. So keep it going. He says, will you still be on YouTube if you're a game developer? So yes, of course, I'll still do YouTube and stream as much as I can. If I become a game developer in a few years' time, we'll see where things go. But yeah, I will absolutely try and do my best to keep on doing this. Will we still be friends if you're a game developer is the third question. And yes, of course. And number 4 is, why is Saints trash? I mean, Saints has got to come up with a comeback now because, oh man, I don't know. Fire Blue is firing all those shots, but appreciate you for the questions, though, buddy. Spikey's asked a question as well. What did you want to be as a kid? So when I was younger, I kind of wanted to do like loads of different things, to be honest. Like I think the earliest thing I can remember wanting to be was a vet. Then I kind of also wanted to be a bit of a police officer, and God knows what else, to be honest. I think it was mainly a vet. Police officer was kind of a small thing, but then I went back to being a vet. As I kind of progressed through school a little bit, I wanted to go into kind of engineering and Formula 1 and all that stuff, but things got in the way, like physics, and yeah, basically that happened. So yeah, as a kid I kind of wanted to be a vet, really. So thanks for the questions there, Spiky. Then we've got German Starling, or Muto as some of you might know him. He says, can you rank all 6 factions? Also, do you know anything about World War II? I know like a few things, but honestly not a lot. I wasn't really into history that much, to be honest. I was never like that great at it. It's definitely interesting, but I don't really know much about it, honestly. Ranking all 6 factions, though, I've got to go with probably the Republic to start off with. I loved how they had the affiliation with the Jedi, but also the clones for me are just amazing. I love all the different clone legions and armor types. They're just like awesome. Then it's got to be the Empire as well. I loved how like kind of ruthless they were. Again, some armor was pretty cool. Yeah, I really like the Empire there. Then I would probably go at number 3, the Separatists, maybe. I think, you know, again, I love the whole Clone Wars era. It was the whole big, massive battles. The battle droids were funny, really kind of like a different take on anything I'd really seen before. So I'd probably say the Separatists at number 3. Number 4, I'd probably go for the Rebellion. They were pretty cool. You know, Star Wars Rebels had a lot of interesting stories. Rogue One, the original trilogy. They had a lot going on for them, and their cause as well was obviously very kind of motivational and uplifting, I suppose. You know, they beat the Empire, which was, you know, GG to them. So I'd probably go, so Republic, Empire, Separatists, the Rebellion. Then I would probably go First Order and then Resistance. I don't really have too much to say about those. But yeah, I just think they're probably quite cool, to be honest. I think that's probably the order I'd go for. Peony asks, Ben Solo versus Jar Jar Binks, who wins? I mean, Darth Jar Jar's got to win every time, right? You know, although Ben Solo is pretty thick, so it's like, it's a very difficult one, but I'm honestly going to go with Jar Jar Binks. The true Dark Lord, I think, has got to win that one. Drew asks, who's your favourite YouTuber other than yourself? Well, to start with, I'm not my favourite YouTuber, that's for sure. Honestly, I don't really know. Like, it won't be anyone in the community because, like, I don't have favourites in that sense. I watch kind of a lot of people. within the community, so I'm not going to pick anything out of there. And just kind of like on my personal account where I'm subbed to like a bunch of different people, honestly I don't really watch it that much, but if I was to say one channel, it'd probably be like either Slow Mo Guys or Dude Perfect. Like Dude Perfect with their trick shots, they're just amazing, always fun to watch. And then Slow Mo Guys as well, you know, the things they do on there is just pretty awesome as well. Just seeing kind of the world in slow motion is just pretty awesome. So probably go one of those two, Dude Perfect or the Slow Mo Guys. Zorkin asks, could you turn into a cucumber if you would? I mean, I feel like it's, would you turn into a cucumber if you could? If I could turn into a cucumber, as long as I could turn back, I think I would. Just give it a try, you know, it might be interesting. But no, like if I couldn't turn back, then definitely wouldn't turn into a cucumber because, you know, I like life. It's fun. Drew also goes on to ask how tall I am as well. I'm 5'11". Another thing on size, Mega has asked, don't take that out of context, Mega has asked, does Guy get jealous of your thick neck? Well, I mean, I'd say Guy's pretty thick anyway, to be honest, so I don't think he's got any reason to be jealous. And then we've got Andrew Mackey. He has asked, Battlefront updates in a fight with a scooter, who would win? This is a tough one, you know, because there's obviously that very famous gif of Elliot riding a scooter. But I think if they had to come in with a 1v1, I'd honestly say the scooter would probably win, you know, with its like tail flicks and all that fancy stuff you can do with it. I'd say a scooter would probably wipe the floor with Elliot, unless Elliot could tame him, you know. I'd go for a scooter there. I'm liking these matchups, by the way, guys. And the last question, and I've saved this for last because, well, actually it was the most recent question, but also it's going to be the longest one. But this was asked by Drew. He has asked, what do I do when I set up for a stream? So I've now got a new setup as well. But basically, I've got my PS4, I've got a HDMI splitter, I've got an Elgato HD60, and I've got my laptop. That's like the 4 pieces of equipment I need, along with various HDMI cables, my face cam of course as well actually, but then I've got just Streamlabs as well. So the first things I sort of do really is I've got my PS4, I plug the HDMI into the HDMI splitter input, so then I've got 2 going out. One HDMI output goes into my Elgato, the Elgato goes into the laptop, then the other HDMI output goes straight into my TV, so that I can play on the TV and then have the stream going up as well, where I get all audio and such things as well, pretty much. So that's like connecting it all up. I then also connect my camera to my laptop as well. Once it's all connected, I will open Streamlabs so that I can see my PS4, my face cam is on, and everything like that. And then I pretty much just sort out all the things I need to sort out there, really. It's a really confusing process, but I might do a video kind of maybe next week or something where I just walk through my setup with you guys. Just for those who's interested, really. Just let me know if you want me to do something like that. But yeah, I've got like various different equipment, as I mentioned before, ton of cables. It's a bit of a, once I kind of get into the groove of things, it's really quick and simple to do. But if there's a change, like my HDMI splitter, I spent an hour yesterday working on that to try and actually get it to work with visuals and audio. Managed it in the end, but yeah, it can be pretty tricky sometimes. But that's pretty much everything though, guys. I tried to kind of go in depth with it a little bit more just to kind of prolong it for you guys, just make it a little bit more interesting. Hopefully you did enjoy. As I said, leave a comment on this video if you have any other questions you want me to ask in the future Q&A. But that's pretty much going to be it though, guys. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.